Viruses that cripple the world, uncontrolled meteors and meteorites that could someday crash into our planet and destroy most of human life. Isn't it time that we considered God? You know, there are people living today who are old enough to remember the time before the more powerful microscopes and telescopes to see things that are inexistent, but we could not see even now without those aids. And though viruses and planets existed then, they were unseen by human eyes. But with the aids of electron microscopes and space orbiting telescopes, such things that could not and still not be seen are being seen. What other things are out there yet to discover? So could it not be that the same type of thing with a non-physical spirit, a breath-like entity, who has left abundant and sufficient evidence of himself, though he can only be fully known through the aid of his written word, the Bible, like we only know these unseen viruses that have been infecting people through the aid of powerful microscopes? So then, why isn't it relevant to consider God? And yet, God has always been seeking to reveal himself to every generation, and everyone knows that. All know and have heard of those who believe in God and have heard of the idea of God. It's just that not all honestly consider that God is. I mean, I know people who will watch or read all kinds of material seeking to deny, debunk, and ridicule the idea of God, but will not watch or read highly qualified and eminent scientists and scholars explaining and demonstrating the qualified evidence for God. So isn't it time that you considered God? So many live in fear that this earth will cease to be habitable soon, that some virus will kill most of the human race, which, by the way, was predicted long before COVID-19. There have been fears for a long time that the economy will collapse into the dark ages, and innumerable other things just waiting to spoil the life that we have come to enjoy. So many live without the faith, hope, and love that God reveals and that he can and will provide. So take some time this season of fear and dread and be willing to consider if you too need to acknowledge the truth that God is. Christians are here to help you in your search. There's no charge. It is free. Simply extend yourself and step out of your fears and ask, because we want to help in your search for the truth.